Did you know that only 1% of the world's population controls about 45% of global wealth? That's a staggering fact that shows how unequal our financial landscape really is. Most people think that being rich is all about having money. But in reality, it's more about mindset and choices. We often hear stories about overnight successes or lucky breaks, but the truth is, rich people follow a different path. They don't chase trends, they create their own. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. For example, a study found that over 70% of self-made millionaires credit their success to taking risks that others were afraid to take. In this video, we will explore the unique strategies and unconventional thinking that separate the wealthy from the rest. You'll discover how rich individuals are raised to think differently, how they live intentionally, and how they keep learning throughout their lives. So, if you're ready to uncover the secrets of how the rich are born, live, learn, teach, and think, stay tuned. You might find that the key to wealth isn't just about money, it's about mindset. Chapter 1. Born to Defy. The untold early mindset. When we think about wealthy individuals, we often imagine luxury and privilege. But the true story starts with mindset. Most wealthy people are not just born into riches. They're born into environments that shape how they think about money and success. From a young age, they're taught to question conventional paths. Take Warren Buffett, for example. At age 11, he bought his first stock. This wasn't just about making money, it was about developing an understanding of how the system works. Rich people learn early that the key to success is critical thinking. While most people are trained to follow trends, the wealthy are encouraged to question them. According to a study by the National Bureau of Economic Research, children who grow up in wealthy households are more likely to be exposed to environments that foster entrepreneurial thinking. These kids often learn to view challenges as opportunities, not obstacles. It's not about being smarter, it's about being raised to think independently. The wealthy don't accept things at face value. They learn to ask, why is it done this way? And, how can I do it differently? In her book Mindset, Carol Dweck explains how rich individuals often have a growth mindset, meaning they believe skills can be developed through hard work. This mindset is crucial because it drives them to keep pushing boundaries, even when others settle for the status quo. Chapter 2. Life by design, not by default. Most people live life based on societal expectations. Get a degree, land a job, retire. But for the rich, life isn't something that happens to them, they design it. They intentionally map out their goals, values, and priorities. A Harvard Business Review study found that millionaires are 3.5 times more likely to be planners than the general population. They don't leave their future to chance. They make strategic decisions about how they spend their time, money, and energy. One of the biggest differences? The wealthy prioritize freedom over security. While many people focus on job stability and a paycheck, the rich are more concerned with creating income streams that allow them to control their time. They understand that true wealth isn't about how much money you make, it's about how much time you control. For instance, Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, famously sleeps only 6 hours a night but controls multiple billion-dollar companies. He didn't follow the traditional path of one job, one career. Instead, he created a life that allowed him to pursue his passions while also building wealth. They also embrace delayed gratification. A study by Thomas Stanley in The Millionaire Next Door showed that 80% of millionaires follow this principle. Instead of splurging on immediate luxuries, they invest in long-term goals. This is why you often see wealthy individuals living in modest homes while quietly building massive investment portfolios. Chapter 3. Living off the beaten path. The wealthy don't live life like everyone else. While trends dominate most people's lives, from fashion to tech to real estate, the rich tend to take the road less traveled. Let's talk about spending habits. You might assume that rich people are the biggest consumers of luxury goods. But surprisingly, many millionaires don't spend their money the way we think. According to research by WealthX, nearly 35% of ultra-high net worth individuals live modestly, preferring to invest in unique assets like art, real estate, and startups over flashy cars or clothes. Take Mark Zuckerberg, for instance. Despite his enormous wealth, he's often seen wearing a simple hoodie and jeans. Why? Because he's not interested in keeping up with fashion trends. He's focused on building legacy. Rich people think differently about spending. Instead of chasing short-term pleasures, they seek investments that provide long-term value. They might invest in off-the-beaten-path real estate, like farmland or undeveloped land, because they see potential where others don't. In fact, 80% of millionaires invest in real estate as a primary wealth-building strategy, according to a study by CNBC. Wealthy people also tend to value experiences over material goods. Studies show that experiences provide more lasting happiness than possessions. So, instead of the latest gadgets, they may spend on travel, learning new skills, or attending exclusive events where they can meet like-minded individuals. If you want to learn more about how to adopt these wealth-building habits, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights. Chapter 4. Learning without limits. The rich's unconventional education. When it comes to education, the wealthy see learning as a lifelong, limitless process. While most people think education stops after graduation, the rich never stop seeking knowledge. They understand that formal education may be important, but it's not the only path to wisdom. According to a report by WealthX, 65% of billionaires have some form of higher education, but what sets them apart is their unconventional learning habits. Many wealthy individuals, like Bill Gates, are voracious readers. Gates famously reads 50 books a year, stating that, "Reading is still the main way that I both learn new things and test my understanding. But it's not just about books." The rich also prioritize experiential learning. They believe that real-world experience teaches more than any classroom ever could. Take Richard Branson, for example. He dropped out of high school but learned to navigate the business world through trial and error. Branson once said, "You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing, and by falling over." Rich people also learn through high-level networking. They surround themselves with mentors, peers, and experts who challenge their thinking. This concept is supported by Napoleon Hill's famous book Think and Grow Rich, where he discusses the idea of a mastermind group, a circle of trusted advisors who help each other grow. It's not about having the highest IQ or the most degrees. The wealthy understand that continuous learning happens everywhere, through people, experiences, failures, and successes. And they always ask themselves, what can I learn from this? Chapter 5. Teaching by example. Quiet mentorship in action. You'll rarely see a wealthy person giving motivational speeches or teaching in a classroom. Instead, they teach by example. The rich believe that actions speak louder than words. Their greatest lessons come through demonstration, how they live, work, and invest. Take Oprah Winfrey, for example. She has mentored hundreds of people through her actions and decisions. Oprah built a media empire by sticking to her values and using her platform to create opportunities for others. In her words, the best way to succeed is to discover what you love and find a way to offer it to others. Her life itself is a lesson in resilience, perseverance, and purpose. Research by The Atlantic shows that wealthy people often mentor others through their businesses, foundations, or by creating opportunities for people to succeed on their own terms. They understand that empowerment comes from giving others the tools to succeed, not just the advice. A unique strategy here is quiet influence. Wealthy individuals often influence change not by being loud but by creating systems. They build businesses, foundations, or investments that create opportunities for others. They teach others to fish rather than simply giving them fish, as the old saying goes. In his book The Go-Giver, Bob Burg explains that the wealthy succeed because they focus on providing value to others, not just accumulating wealth. They understand that true wealth is built by lifting others up, not standing on top of them. If you found these insights valuable, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Join us as we explore more on how to adopt these mindsets and strategies in your own life.